Going to highlight the roads that Alan Jackson and myself, Cecil self, rode on July the 1st up around Whitney, Lake Whitney, back to China Spring. Anyway, we left my house, about 7:15 or so from China Spring. We rode up the Talbot Ranch Road, across the low water crossing there, into Bosque County, across the low water crossing at Childers Creek, on up, it's like 35, 45 through Logan Ranch, and then just after leaving Logan Ranch, we took 35 to the east, back around, and then cut across Florida Market Road 2490, just south of 56 there, and rode, I believe it's 3625 on across towards the Brazos River, and then got on 2114 just a little bit and rode 3650 down to the river where the people were with their Humvee were putting the little flat bottom boat into the river, and we talked to them a little bit, and then we came back on around on 2114 and 1304, and we came up here almost to Aquila, and then took road 2270 north, or 2220 north, towards Whitney, then took this little 2120 around across this little valley here and this creek and the lake on up, and followed the roads on up to Whitney, where we stopped for breakfast at Sonic. From the Sonic in Whitney, we rode 933 up to the ammo shop, stopped in there for a little while, and then we went on up 933 past Huron and caught Hill County Road 1145 loop, which makes a big loop out here around the lake. Really rough road and some beautiful scenery, and rode on up to Blum. Then just after we crossed the railroad tracks, we caught this little paved gravel road back down around the lake, down, followed the Nolan River back down here to the scenic overlooks there, came on up, caught 174 across Kimball Bridge on Lake Whitney, and then took the little road that goes around by Indian Lodge, came on back into Copperell, caught 56, on down Lakeside Village, stopped for refreshments there, talked to them a little bit, and we came on down 56, and we caught FM 1713 across the Katy Bridge. Going to have to change pages again. Anyway, came across Katy Bridge here, back into Whitney, back down 22, and back on 56, all the way back into China Spring.
That is a valley.
Yeah, Childers Creek Valley there. I think it drops, according to my GPS, it drops about 100 feet down to the creek bed from here. Pretty morning.
Yeah, I'm glad you thought of this. I did bring my rain suit just in case.
I didn't.
This thing here's got bag, you know, it's got the rain suit and the
Oh, okay.
fix-a-flat.
Yeah. That bag right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
waiting for me that time. Hiding there. Bitter Creek crossing. Not much water on it. The island behind me. This road right here is 2490. It goes up to Laguna Park, where we are. We're going to head east on this road over here to Latham Springs and Aquila. Go up to Whitney. Of course, on dirt road. Most of it. Lake is drying up. River Valley, head of it. Dog cabin.
Yeah. Justin behind this Humvee. He's going to the river.
What river is this?
Brazos.
Brazos?
Are we okay?
I'm gonna pull right over there, okay?
Yeah.
And where are we in relation to Lake Whitney?
Lake Whitney's up the river about 7
Are
miles.
we downstream or upstream?
Downstream.
You're downstream.
Downstream.
You get back up here on the hot top. You go right. That'll take you all the way to the Lake Whitney Dam. You're
Yeah.
right now you're 8 miles south of the Whitney Dam.
Yeah.
I've been all the way to the dam from Waco in my boat about 4 times when they're generating. You know, when there's a lot of water.
Got a winch.
Is there something there I can help you with?
Sir?
Can I help you some way?
Nothing. It's a one-man job.
Oh, you got it. You've done this before, haven't you?
It's pretty narrow right through here too.
Yeah,
It's
this
pretty what?
Pretty narrow.
is a spot through here. Gets a little fast while it's going. Gets the velocity up.
How's it fishing?
It's one of the best fishing holes in the world. In the world. That's,
Really?
yeah, that's not some local yokel just, you know,
Yeah.
saying stuff. That's the real truth.
You go up from here?
Sir?
You go upriver from here to fish?
No,
Hello.
sir.
Morning.
If you're going down the river, you go down the river.
Yeah. So you have plenty of help to paddle.
We don't paddle.
Oh, you don't? You just float?
Yes, sir, with the trolling motor.
Yeah.
One foot.
You push?
Yeah, up on occasion. That's what we do. We just got to get out sometimes and push and pull.
Yeah. I've canooded several times all the way to Waco.
Yeah, that's,
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not.
that's about 41 miles.
Yeah,
Sometimes that trip right there is more than a fella can do.
yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Watch your step.
couldn't do that with my bass boat.
No. That's pretty steep.
Yeah. It's like everything else. You got to have the right piece of equipment.
That's right. The right tool.
Right tool. You know, you got the right tool, it makes the job easy.
Where do you was an instructor out of KSTI many years ago, and one of the students said, what is a tool? It's anything you use to do a job that you cannot do with your hands on.
That's right.
Anything.
That's right.
That's left to the boat.
That's the tool. This is the tool.
Yeah.
All the tools.
Everything's a tool.
Okay, you'll see this one. Yeah, that one wants to drag the boat back there. Y'all guys on a road trip?
Yeah, we're just out riding this morning while it's not
picture
too
riding.
hot.
Well, you guys had big fun.
All righty. Y'all too.
I'm going to be leaving for Alaska on a motorcycle, not on this one, on another motorcycle in August. So I'm really getting excited about a 10,000 mile
You gonna
trip.
drive from here to
Yeah,
Alaska?
we're going to trade them to Denver.
To Denver?
I'm talking loud because earplugs. But we're going to trade them to Denver, and it's going to be about an 8,000 round trip back to Denver.
Sure will
And I've
be.
done it before. It's 5,000 miles from Anchorage to Waco.
Well, you know, yeah, I have too. Of course, you got to take the ferry. Well, went into Seattle, took the ferry over.
Yeah.
You know, and then from there, but I didn't
We
take
did
the
all
Alcan
on
Highway.
road, bad road.
Yeah. And the boys were talking about going in August. It's going to be pretty chilly up there coming September.
Well, they got
October.
Climbed up from the river back onto this little road to go over to FM 2114.
Well, I guess it was that road, the other side, paved road.
Yeah. We're on Hill County Road 2220, south of Whitney. So long,
I think I'm going to claim that 1 hour or 2 hours is possession enough for ownership. Hey, these are great.
I don't know what that little creek is back down there. I didn't notice. But pretty nice little lake.
Yes, it is.
I didn't get that on video.
I was wondering, I mean, I'd be brave enough to go up and ask somebody if I could fish in it.
Yeah. This road right here goes right back over towards the dam.
That looks like there might be a little body of water right on the other side right there.
Yeah, there is. Little tank, I think. I had a customer, I think she lived in that house way over there on top of the hill.
Yeah.
And you could see all the way across the river bottom from up there to over towards China Spring area. Laguna Park. Sure was pretty. Sonic in Whitney.
Got to quieten that helmet down.
Yeah, some of the helmets are really loud.
That one is very loud.
This one is too. I think my helmet and your helmet are almost identical.
Yeah.
Mine's called a Summit. Yours is called a Summit Vega. Or maybe I took the Vega sticker off. I don't know.
Summit 2. This is Summit 2.
I think I just took my Vega sticker off, put my flag there.
Well, they are the name.
Yeah. Valley Ranch, Lake Whitney over that lake. Going down a steep hill in first gear on the brakes. Oh, really? Getting warm?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the heat off and the gloves.
Lake Whitney.
Yeah, I gotta get me one of those coats like you got. That's there. You're cool, aren't you?
Yeah.
This darn thing is hot.
Yeah, that's a windbreaker.
Yeah.
It's like the lake's a little low. Quite a walk to the lake.
Huh?
It'd be quite a walk out there to the lake. You can walk through that stile there or whatever
Right
that's
in that mud. I mean, that's many, many acres of flat right there, isn't it?
Yeah. What a view. What's that behind you? That's White Bluff back there.
Huh?
That's White Bluff back there. That resort.
Are you talking about the big Rocky, little Rocky, of Lake Whitney?
Yeah, White Bluff retirement area. Pretty nice.
Nice.
Pretty nice view there. Hey.
Hey, a few miles back, did you see a vulture with a snake in its mouth?
No.
As I was approaching it, it took off flying, and the snake was hanging down about that long,
Oh, really?
and then it dropped it.
Well, I'll be.
I was hoping you saw it. Because it was there, I mean, you just missed it.
Oh, really? This is 933. Blum's about 3 or 4 miles this way,
Yeah.
up this road. Railroad bridge. North of Blum, northwest of Blum, going down to the Lake Whitney. To this little shady road here. Washout spot. Out over the back. Getting close to the lake, they've got their metal rail fence there. No, I don't think they've had the rain we've had. You just see, look like they got a little dusting, little
Yeah,
sprinkles.
the dust is not as bad as it has been back there where I'm at,
Yeah,
but it's okay.
looks like some people been out here four-wheeling.
Lift them over maybe that's why they put up the middle.
Yeah, there must be some way to get in there. Of course, if you got ramps, you can put ramps up just on the pipes and jump right over. This is the Nolan River.
And
Goes back up that way to Blum.
It dumps into Whitney. I mean,
Yeah.
above Whitney, I take it.
Well, this is Lake Whitney, but this is the Nolan River branch of it. The Nolan River,
This is backwater.
yeah, from the lake.
Yeah. Repsol Moza. Oh, this is chain lube.
Is that what you're drinking? Whew, getting warm. That's where we just came from down there, the Nolan River. Over to Lake Whitney. Isn't this nice up here?
It is.
pretty.
It is far up back.
Can't see a whole lot of the lake, but you can see it where it starts widening out, way out there. There's a railroad trestle, and the cliffs over by Indian Lodge, where we'll be in a little while. And we'll go back over there to Copperell and Lakeside Village. That area up there is Kimball.
$2.39 gas at Walmart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's coming down.
Yeah.
It hadn't here, but
No. Lakeside Village. to try to give you an idea of the route we took to get to Lake City, I took the national map, drew a straight line from Waco up to Lake City, Colorado, and we tried our best to stay as close as possible to that line without getting on too bad of roads, and we did a pretty good job. Cut down the mileage to just a little over almost 800 miles. Camera not wanting to focus here. There it goes. Went just through Amarillo. Took 287 from Quanah on up. When we got up into the mountains northwest of Creed, going to zoom in on the local map there and show you where we went. This is Highway 149. Alan and I stopped there at the little turnoff there on looks like Road 520 going up to the Rio Grande Reservoir Road. Went up there to the Rio Grande Reservoir, really scenic area. Came back down, followed 149 on up the Silver Thread Highway, they call it sometimes, to Spring Creek Pass. Then on over to Slumgullion Pass, and we went on into Lake City and had lunch there at the Poker Alice restaurant, ordered the pizza. Then we came back up and looked at Lake San Cristobal. Came on back up after talking to James while we had a signal in Lake City, and that little road right there, Road 788, is the road down to our campground, but they didn't know exactly where we were going to meet. So we wound up meeting them there at the intersection of Deer Lake Road Park, and we went on down to an area on down the Cibola Creek, found a campsite or two, and then we set up camp in the rain. After a little while it quit raining, sun popped out, and so Alan and I rode on down the road to the Cathedral intersection, rode back up that road and took the Los Pinos Pass road up to Los Pinos, Pinos Pass, which is about 10,500 feet, and then rode back to our campground, and we all had supper together. That was about a 26 mile ride up to Pinos Pass and back. Then the next morning after breakfast, we headed out on the same route, went back up Los Pinos Pass, followed the road over to Highway 14 southeast of Gunnison, took it just a little ways towards Gunnison, and took this road here that I've drawn in over to Highway 50, and then went on up to Pitkin, rode up over Cumberland Pass, which is about 12,000 feet elevation, down to Tin Cup, rode over to Lake Taylor Reservoir, and followed the little road on the creek there, on back down to Gunnison, and then from Gunnison we came on back down 149 and took the Powderhorn Dirt Road back to the Cathedral area, and then back to our campsite. The next day we decided to ride over around Lake City over to Silverton, ride Cinnamon Pass, and come back on Engineer Pass. So we went on up our road to the Highway 149 again, went down to the Lake San Cristobal overlook there, took some pictures and stuff, and then we went on down and caught the Cinnamon Pass Road and followed it on up Williams Creek area, campground area, followed it on up and up and up and up, finally up to Cinnamon Pass. Right along in there is where Alan's bike overheated, and we had to do a little minor adjustment there, and then we made it on down to Animas Forks, and then we rode down to Silverton, had lunch at the Handlebars Cafe, and came on back up to Animas Forks, and then went on up Engineer Pass, where Alan took a little spill. Rock spun out from under his wheel and spun him around. Anyway, James and Alan traded bikes to go on up to the top of Engineer Pass, and then swapped back bikes, and we took a few pictures there. came on down Engineer Pass. Alan and I got ahead of everybody else and just kept on riding. We stopped at the Capital City Mines area there, somewhere along there, followed Henson Creek all the way back to Lake City. Then we stopped at Poker Alice's restaurant, sat out there just a short time. James, Dale, and Drake caught up with us, and we went on back up to Slum Gully and Pass, back down to our campground for the night. And Alan and I decided we needed to head on home the next morning, so we loaded up the bikes and everything. And Thursday morning, we headed out up the campgrounds, and just right before we got to Deer Lake's cutoff, we realized that we had broken a spring on the trailer and had blown out a tire and ruined the rim. The road was so rough and steep that I didn't even realize I was pulling the trailer, just dragging along on that side. We drug it about a mile before we finally noticed the smoke and stuff coming from it. Anyway, we got it fixed up with chains and straps and everything, and we came on up to Slum Gully Pass, went on down to Spring Creek Pass and the Rio Grande headwaters overlook there. Came on down to Creed, stopped at Creed, and tried to find somebody to fix the trailer. We did find somebody, but he didn't have the stuff to really fix it like we thought it should be. So we went on down to South Fork and on down to Alamosa. Couldn't find anybody that had a spring in stock, so we just Alan just happened to bump into a guy named Louis G. That city had springs at his house that would fit it, so we went on out to his house and made the springs that he had. Got it fixed up in about an hour, hour and a half, and then we headed on back to Waco, went down 285 through Santa Fe, over to Vaughn, Clovis, down towards Lubbock on Highway 84, spent the night at Littlefield, and then came on in Friday morning to Waco, got here about 3:30 in the afternoon. Had a great trip. Now I'm going to try to video the photographs that we took with the little disposable camera that Alan bought in Silverton. This is the smelter, dilapidated smelter there at Eureka, just north of Silverton, and on the mountainside there. There we are at the campground. There's Alan, and then Jim with the helmet and the yellow or green jacket on, and then Dale standing there beside him. This is the same spot, but just beside the smelter, there's all these tailings and this one lone pine tree sticking there up in the middle, growing, doing pretty good, looks like. And then here we are at that little park area, staging area.